Okay, once again, people, this is from Power to Pop Metal, and here I am, finally, ready to talk about what's been happening right here, what the objectives are, and so on and so forth. Let me grab the microphone right here. One thing that I like to start out by saying is that I love rock and roll, and I know that's kind of a cheesy song, and I've got some feedback coming here from the PA, but so what? Anyway, can we hear me now? No, 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 no. Can we hear me? Okay, 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 okay. What's happening is that I've been a lifelong rock and roller. I've been to hundreds of shows, and about 10 to 12 years ago, I was in a couple of different cover bands. And, let's face it, back then it was more about getting drunk, getting stoned, and trying to get laid, and then making music. At this particular point in my life, it's about the music first and foremost. And I've been self employed doing an aquarium service for the past, wow, 1.5 decades right here at least. And if you want to go ahead and check out some of my aquarium demonstration videos, go to Aquaman Eric, and that's Eric with a K, not a C. There's no C in there at all. And that was my mom's fault, not mine. But anyhow, once you've been self-employed for a while, you don't like to work for anybody else. And one of the things that I want to do is lay down a lot of my original melodies and riffs and so on, and do my own thing as far as my own music and find the right partner to do that with. But I also would like to see a whole new generation of young adults, like when I went to go see Kiss and Motley Crue in 2012. Man, they were tripping out on Motley Crue. When I went to see Def Leppard and Poison, there were 13, 14-year-old boys running around with Poison t-shirts on. Man, this feedback's getting too crazy right here. But what's happening is that I love hard rock and heavy metal and a lot of pop stuff too. And I'm envisioning a cover act that is going to be doing a lot of these songs. And one of the things that I am not going to be is, one of those kind of pudgy, older-looking guys that's kind of like trying to, relive the past kind of thing. I don't care what you look like. Matter of fact, the more of a contrast, the better. Uh, but what I would like to do is depending upon the crowd, everything from Michael Jackson to Elton John to Slayer to, even 6 Feet Under, Chris Barnes, death metal. I've got a pretty big range here, and you can check that out by listening to the videos. There are certain songs on here that I was going to take off because I wasn't happy with them, but a lot of people were. And I'm going to go ahead and take the advice of a friend of mine who plays guitar, and he said, Eric, leave them all up there, and leave them all there. And 35 videos, including, I'm not going to tell anybody what to watch, but there are certain ones that I feel pretty good about, that I'm like, wow, man, for what you're doing, I feel good about it. Like Dio with Evil Eyes, Black Sabbath with Junior's Eyes, Ozzy Osbourne with Crazy Train, Black Sabbath with Dirty Women. I mean, there's like several songs on here that I sit there and say, they're like, man, I'm not so sure I can do those very much better than that. But most of this is just vocal practicing. This is practice. And it started out as a joke, so my family and friends up north could see what the hell I've been up to. And but what happened is that people started watching them, started to comment, and started giving me the thumbs up, the thumbs down, and so on. And there must be a lot of Van Halen, David Lee Roth fans out there, because those seem to have gotten the most views. And of the songs that I've done by that particular band, it was by an instrumental sound check. Without David Lee Roth obviously singing, but Wolfgang Van Halen was doing the backups, and it was a song called "Light Up the Sky." And talk about a rush, man. Here I am singing along to the Van Halens doing their instrumental sound check to one of my very, very favorite songs ever. But anyhow, check it out, see what you think. There's no LSD right here. I certainly wish I had enough talent to where I could have lead singer disease. But man, this is a band effort right here. I cannot do what I want to do up front without somebody back there backing me up. And I cannot write the original stuff that I want to do without somebody else who knows more about guitar than I do. So anyhow, send me a message. My let's see, my email. Well, obviously, it's from Power to Pop Metal at gmail.com. But the best way to reach me is Aquaman Eric, and that's Eric with a K, at gmail.com. My other account here, that's the one that I check every day because sometimes I make money that way. But once you get used to making money on your own and being self-employed, guess what? You don't want to work for anybody else. You want to do your own thing. And that's kind of the way I am right now. But I want to find some people who like rock and roll, particularly heavy rock and roll, and but also are versatile. And depending upon the audience, we can do some stuff like Elton John or some Journey stuff, which I've got videos of their on my account here that I've been practicing to. So anyhow, check it out. Let me know what's happening. My phone number is 813-231-0741, and my cell phone is 813-546-3563. Sorry about the feedback. It's an old PA, and I don't feel like fucking around with it right now. However, we are going to make rock and roll happen. Are you guys ready? Thank you very much. Have a nice day. Come back.